Well, it's been a while since my last video, but today I'm working on a few repairs, so I'll show you that, a few kind of minor updates. First off, I'm going to work on some things with the turret. When I built this tank 2 years ago, I wanted this turret to be as close to the hull as possible so there wasn't a gap, but still turned smoothly, and it still turns pretty good. It's on 5 rollers, if you saw those videos. But this tank's been disassembled and reassembled completely twice, and it's wood, so it's shifted a little bit, and so now it hits a few spots where it starts to drag a little bit. And you can still turn it if you push it, but the hand crank inside slips. So I'm just gonna raise the turret up another little bit, give me some more clearance there, and make it turn in smoothly again. So here are the rollers. There's 4 like this. And there's a little bit of a slot on that hole, so I have some adjustment. So I can just drop those wheels down a little bit on those 4. But on the one with the crank, it's fixed because I had to weld this sort of spindle in there. And I did shave down the wood on the top so I could drop it a little bit, but I don't want to keep shaving that down. So I'm going to cut this out and drop it, weld it back together so I can drop the crank roller. The other 4 are a pretty easy adjustment. So now I took those 2 bolts off the top. This can come out, and you can see the pocket I've got cut out for the roller, and there's the roller itself on a spindle. So there's no real adjustment other than cutting this down lower, and I don't want to weaken that point of the turret at all anymore, so we'll just modify this bracket instead. I bought this plasma cutter, I don't know, earlier this year or in 21 on Amazon for like 90 bucks. And just have this little torch and push this button and it'll cut through steel like nothing. It's awesome for metalworking. It says it'll cut through 1/2 inch thick plate. I've tried 3/8 and it went through that no problem, so I'm sure it does fine on 1/2 inch too. So just drew a line where I'm going to cut this out, and then I'll drop it down maybe 1/4 inch and weld it back in. So there it's cut out. I'll put it about there, weld it back in. There it is, welded back in. The welds were glued. I just ground them down a little bit so there were no sharp edges or splatter that might catch your knuckles as you're cranking the wheel around. So I'll bolt that back in, adjust the other rollers, and see how she turns. Okay, now it turns like a dream again. No dragging. And if you look right here, you can see there's about a 1/4 inch gap that you can see through here, but doesn't drag. So, okay, that's one repair completed. Stay tuned for the next one.